Afternoon, Thursday, July 30th. It's 12:30. Just slaving away my day job. Not really, just meeting after meeting after meeting. Nothing too terribly difficult. I've got 3 minutes till my next call, so I just paused to make myself a sandwich. It's a scorcher out there today. I walked over and used the bathroom about half an hour ago. Currently 80 with about 700% humidity. Estimated high today is 85 with 900% humidity for a heat index of I think 94 last I saw. So gonna be a scorcher. Got a few more meetings this afternoon until I'm off work, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. There's two more hikes over along the Wisconsin border I could go do, but it's probably gonna be way too hot for hiking. Or I might go try to do that kayaking that the park ranger yesterday recommended, but I don't know. Stay tuned. Catch you later. Okay, 12:51. I have 9 minutes till my next call. I've actually been off my last one for a few minutes, so I'm just scrolling around Google Maps like I tend to do when I have short breaks. So I'm in Duluth next week. I've got reservations Sunday for a week. I've got about half a dozen things pinned around the Duluth area to do and go see, in addition to hopefully getting my black tank dump valve repaired. I got an appointment for that on Tuesday. But kind of looking at an extended calendar and things like that, my original intention was to, once I crossed into Minnesota, go north up towards the border, up to like Superior National Forest and Boundary Waters and things like that, and work my way across that way. But I think I'm leaning towards just for the sake of time, because summer's getting away from me. Like today's the last day of July. I've been on the road for a month, and this is supposed to be roughly a 10-week trip. So I think what I'm going to do is basically skip Minnesota. So I have to be in Duluth for a week, so I'll see some stuff in Minnesota for that first week. But in terms of like north central, northwest Minnesota, I think we're just going to skip that. So I think originally I was going to stay in Duluth through Sunday and move campsites on Sundays like I normally do. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to leave Duluth on Saturday morning. And I've got one stop in central Minnesota. That's going to be like half an hour. So I'll just stop there on my way through. And then I'm going to drive straight to North Dakota. So the first place I want to see in North Dakota is the Ronald Reagan missile silo. So I'm going to drive kind of straight to that area. So I need to find a place to camp in that area, and see if I can get, I don't know if it's tickets or reservations, what you got to do for the silo tours. And that'll be kind of my first thing. And then I also kind of need to decide, okay, I don't want to spend a ton of time in North Dakota, but I do have a couple of things penned. So I kind of need to see, okay, do I want to stay there, just like find someplace near Cooperstown for just a couple of nights, or do I want to try to stay there the whole week? I really hate moving during the week, but I also don't want to camp in one area for a week if I have one thing I want to do there. So I kind of figure that out a little bit. And one of the things I want to do is I really just want to find some remote land in the middle of nowhere, like BLM land or national forest or something like that. And I want to get out into the absolute middle of nowhere, far away from city lights, and just look at the stars. So those are my main two things kind of do in North Dakota. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, and kind of trying to preliminarily, is that a word? Put together a plan. And then at some point here, I need to really start, like, as much as I don't want to have to plan out every minute of the rest of this trip, I do need to kind of figure out when I get towards Glacier and Yellowstone, when I'm going to be there, where I'm going to go, how I'm going to make this work. So the benefit of having the trailer is, I can establish a home camp like outside of the parks somewhere and drive in to go do the touristy stuff. But reservations anywhere near the national parks is very challenging from everything I've read. Probably worse than everything I've encountered in Michigan so far, and this has been a headache. So kind of time to start maybe not necessarily hammering out every detail, but putting together a putting together a little bit tighter game plan than just my loosey-goosey. Well, after I'm done in Michigan, at some point I'm going to go to Montana type of plan. So, that's what's going on. That's what I'm thinking about. Just kind of the map. So I'm over here in south central upper peninsula. This is the Wisconsin border along here. And then up here is Duluth, Minnesota. Oops, right there. So I'm actually, my next campground, if I zoom in on Duluth is up here. Down here is Moose Lake. That's where my next camp is, and that's where I'm getting the camper fixed. And so as you see, I got a few things pinned up here along Lake Superior that I'll just go to from Duluth. But originally my plan was, I've got some more pins like further clear up here, like Isle Royale National Park, way up out here. And you got Grand Portage, Superior National Forest. I always thought it'd be cool to go up to the northwest angle. For those who don't know this up here, this is the northernmost, or yes, the northwest point of the contiguous U.S., and you have to go through Canada to get there. Like it's kind of just an oddity of the treaties that established the border between the U.S. and Canada and where things were originally laid out versus what they were intended to be. So it's kind of a cool little place. In that you have to drive through Canada to get over there, except in the winter when the lake is frozen over, they actually make an ice road to get up there. So I always thought that'd be kind of cool to go up and just see and check out. It's kind of a touristy thing. But that is a long way from my intended plan. So like clear down here is Duluth. Leech Lake is where I want to stop. And then over here in North Dakota, this pin right here is the Minuteman Silo. Oops, going to close out of that. Oh, and obviously I got the Mississippi River headwaters, which is en route. So yeah, from Duluth, I think I can stop at Leech Lake. I can stop Mississippi River headwaters, and then head over towards Cooperstown, because that's at least kind of along whatever, I don't know what this highway is, but it's less out of the way than going all the way back northeast and then up and along here and having to come back down. I'm going to save a lot of driving, a lot of miles, and save some time. And some other year, I've been kind of thinking about, it's time for another meeting. Okay, half hour later, once again between meetings, but I don't remember exactly what I was saying, but yeah, rough plan, leave Duluth on Saturday, do these couple of stops en route, get to Cooperstown for the Minuteman Silo. I gotta look up reservations, maybe Sunday or Monday. There's a couple of things in North Dakota along here that I may do like a midweek move if I maybe if I camp somewhere near Spirit Lake up here, and I can hit a few of these pins. I don't remember what they all are. Geographical Center of North America, Spirit Lake. I don't know if I'll go all the way up to, there's another, oh, I'm not even pointing my camera at the map. There's another missile silo. I don't know if I'll do that one if I see the Minuteman one. It's a more famous one. And then start working my way. If I zoom back, once again, I'm pointing my phone at the wrong direction. This whole clip isn't going to be useful. Then start working through Montana. I only have a few pins currently in Montana. I've got a lot more I need to add. So anyway, what's going on here? Just work meetings and looking at maps and formulating plans. And I don't know. It's getting hot. I haven't been outside now for a couple of hours. The thermometer in front of me says 86 outside with 412% humidity. So I'm sure it's brutal. I don't even know if it's going to be pleasant enough to try kayaking tonight. I don't know. I do have some video to edit, so it might just be a hideout in the camper type of night. I don't know. Wait and see. Catch you later. I kind of forgotten we were supposed to get a lot of thunderstorms this afternoon. I'll have to look at the weather and the radar. See if I'm still getting that out tonight or not. I'm thinking not. Well, the hourly says no, but the radar looks like this is going to be coming for a while. I did get my chair put away. That little table, I don't care if it gets wet. Actually, I'll go. I don't know if we're gonna get any wind with this or not, but I haven't started drinking yet. This is my empty from last night. Guess we can walk over and throw it in the garbage. This RV park isn't too bad, but my only major complaint is that is US Highway 2 right there, up on top of that bluff by them power lines. And so the trucks coming down that hill tend to engine brake all night long, and it gets kind of loud. There's train tracks right behind me. Trains aren't as loud, there's not crossing nearby, so they're not blaring their horns, but no rain yet, but it's coming. The sky's talking.
It's going good. See the sky today?
Yeah, she's really talking.
So it's 3:15 now. I just got done with work when I heard the thunder. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should go put my chair away. I think I've kind of sort of got a plan figured out for week after next. So I'm just gonna sit over here on my picnic table, watch this for a minute, at least till it starts raining. So I am going to leave Duluth on Saturday, like I kind of previously talked about. And I got a campsite booked for Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so 4 nights. Just north of Cooperstown at Spirit Lake Reservation near Devil's Lake. It's a small RV park there, so I'll have full hookups for a few days. And then after that, I'm going to go to the Little Missouri National Grasslands, which is clear on the western border of North Dakota and Montana. And I've been doing some research. I think I'm going to try to do some dispersed camping out there, some boondocking out in the grasslands. So I should be able to get my goal of out into the middle of nowhere where I can see some stars. I've never done the whole dispersed camping thing before. Most of the people who do that are van lifers who have like 4x4 off-road rigs. You don't see people with trailers do that very often. So I'm kind of struggling a little bit with the figuring out where I can go aspect. But I think grasslands will probably be my best first attempt at this. Like, there's a whole bunch of apps like that show public land, not public land, and dispersed camping spots, where it's allowed and not allowed. And sometimes there's some photos, but it's really difficult to tell on some of the maps, like road widths, road type, elevation gains, and most of, if you're just in a Jeep or a van or, even a short bus or something, you get down in some of those places, it's fairly easy to turn around if you had to. With this, not so much. So I kind of got to be a little bit careful. I'm also a little bit cognizant of the fact that I'm going to be moving on a weekday. I'm going to take that day off because I thought about just staying the whole week near Cooperstown and then trying to find some place in the grasslands, for next week. But summer's passing by quickly, and I really don't have a week's worth of stuff to do in eastern North Dakota. And I'd like to get to Montana, so I'm just going to take the day off, split that week in half. But and looking at some different maps and reviews and a couple of different apps, there should be plenty of dispersed camping available out in the grasslands in the middle of the week, so I'm not trying to get there on a weekend. Because my other concern is, looking at apps like iOverlander and stuff like that. I mean, dispersed camping, there's no reservation. It's first come, first serve. And if I go to a particular area that has one or two little spots and somebody's in them, I'm SOL, and then I still have to get out of that area and to someplace where I can camp. So based on some of the things I've looked at in multiple different apps and some other not TripAdvisor, but sites like that, there's just a ton of areas in that grasslands that are flat, wide gravel road that I'm comfortable giving this a try, especially because I'll be going on a day where I'm off work. So I'll leave Cooperstown area in the morning. Should be about 4 or 5 hour drive over there, so I can get over there early afternoon. That gives me all afternoon to find a place and get set up. And with it being grasslands, I really shouldn't encounter a ton of forests or trees, so I'm not as worried about solar and Starlink. That should be better. So that's what I've been working on this afternoon in between meetings. So I think I have a plan.
I got a dream.
What is your dream?
To have a dream.
Yeah, not rain yet, but it's coming. So I'm gonna go put the camera down, go back inside, and get ready. Well, I'm done with work, but maybe do some editing. I was about to say get ready for my next meeting, but my next meeting literally just got canceled. So I still have this mindset of, I have one more meeting yet today. And it's like, no, I don't. Not anymore. So anyway, pick y'all up later. Rain's here. Wind's picked up too. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it through my rain glass, but rain covered glass, but flags are blowing over there. Cooled off too. Heat index was 98 before the storm rolled in. 78 now. It's still humid. I don't know if the storm's gonna blow this humidity out or not. So look, the forecast for tomorrow has now been updated to 80, cloudy, and humid with stray showers and thunderstorms. That wasn't in there last night. Alright, it's 5:45 now. Down to 75 outside, but it is super muggy. Rain looks to be, well, the rain is done for now, according to the Never weather. It could start up again in about 38 minutes. So I ran my awning out. So according to Never weather, at least the radar, it's raining right now. Glacier's a big green blob right above us. So since I got the awning out, I'm just gonna sit outside, have a pop. I lit my thermostat to keep the mosquitoes away. And I'm gonna sit here for a few minutes and contemplate my life decisions, maybe think about the meaning of life, the answer to the life, universe, and everything.
The answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything is 42.
42?
I think 42 is the wrong answer. Yeah. I wound up, after my last update, I took a nap for about an hour. That was probably a mistake, but I feel better now. I didn't think I was that tired. I slept pretty good last night, but I don't know, maybe it's just something about a hot, humid, rainy day that like laid down, and next thing I knew, it was an hour later. Well, not like I had anything better to do. I had to do this afternoon. So. Anywho, dinner tonight. I don't feel like cooking. In this case, more often than not. There's a little place up the road that way that advertises pizza, beer, and wings. And I looked up their Google reviews, and apparently their wings are pretty good, so we're gonna go check that out. And by we, I mean me. That is a really big wasp hanging out around my water heater. Bastards better not be building a nest in there. Great. Anyway, go check out some wings, because I don't feel like cooking. So. But I'm not gonna do that quite yet. Yeah. I should get my laptop, do some editing. I might do that here in a few minutes, but for now I'm just sitting here enjoying the sounds of the highway, air conditioners, and yeah, catch you later. Great, it's about 6:30. This is Gladstone, Michigan. I did not bring microphones because I did not intend on sightseeing, but I was sitting there kind of looking at the map before I left camp and realized that there's a lighthouse I missed. So, yeah. I mean, it's hard to tell it's 6:30. Looks like it could start raining at any time, and it probably will. But we'll walk over here by the marina. Marinas and lighthouses. A lot of smaller vessels in here, other than, mega yacht. But a lot of pontoons, tritoons. Had a nice little scare on the truck as I was coming through town here. Tick started just waltzing down my driver's window. May or may not have came to a screeching halt in the middle of town, so I could kill it. Nice little harbor. Alright, there's a little pedestrian bridge over here. And we'll go out to the lighthouse. Those look nice. I've got a thing for petunias because they're one of the few flowers I can grow at home that I can't kill. But I shouldn't say can't, usually don't kill. Nice little bridge here. Got a fountain down there. There's another bridge further down. All kinds of stuff here. Van something park, City of Gladstone, pedestrian bridge project. Nice little park. Something quick and easy to, and kind of cool to check out on a rainy day while it's not raining. Liberty Tree Memorial. It's an American Liberty elm from 2004. I assume that's significant somehow.
This strange looking goatee. I'm guessing that's significant.
But, yeah. A couple of sailboats in there. Oh, there's a few. One in the background, one right up front. Then you got the buoy colored ones. You got a red one and a green one. That's a very quick get out, get moving around a little bit, because I've literally, other than walking to the bathroom and back a few times, gotten zero movement in today. Granted, I think I got plenty yesterday doing that Piers Gorge hike, but pretty nice beach here. Got some sand volleyball. You got a sand art. I assume that one back there is from Greek mythology, maybe? I don't know. That wasn't a top or a subject I was very good at in high school. Over there in the distance is our destination. So you got a fish cleaning house. I see fish cleaning equipment in there. There we go. Yeah. Fish cleaning station. Recognize that. The water's nice and calm. There's not hardly any wind to speak of. That building over there, I saw on the way in. It's labeled Sailing School. I see they got a few small little sailboats in front there. I'll have to look that up, see if that's like a 1 hour like quick lesson, or if it's like a serious learn how to sail type of deal. Anyway, here's our lighthouse. We'll walk up there. And then I saw this online. It's called The Captain and the Kid. Cool little statue. Completely swarming with mosquitoes. I don't know how I missed this one the other day. So I drove down around here Sunday night. But there's only one thing I very quickly looked at in this town before I head further south down to Escanaba. Anybody who's watched all of my videos here from this summer is probably wondering, does this guy do anything except go to lighthouses and waterfalls and harbors? And the answer is pretty much no. That is a very narrow channel going into the harbor.
Oh, that's Big J. No, it's not. I have it. Oh, put the stuff back. Not back like it. What's this?
I'll overlay the map, but this is all part of Little Bay de Noc. So if I have my bearings correct, which I probably don't, up that direction is the lighthouse I went to by the National Forest that first day I got here. Tried going with that National Forest campground. The sun's trying to peek through up there. It's cooler. It's upper 70s, but it's about 927% humidity, give or take 100%. All right, we'll wander back over to the truck. Okay, so that sailing school over there, it doesn't exist on the map, but a quick Google search indicates that it's part of the yacht club, Gladstone Yacht Club over here. public launch, but you must have a daily ticket. But the price has been edged out. No, $5. The sun is still trying to peek through. Maybe. Does not appear to be open to the public. I'm pretty sure it's part of, there's the lighthouse one last time. Pretty sure it's part of the yacht club over here. All right, let's go find some dinner. All right, it's a little after 9 o'clock. I am back at camp. It's still 80 degrees and 714% humidity. But that was an amazing meal. I'm a big fan of chicken wings, and those are probably like top 5 wings I've had in my life. Definitely not number 1 or even number 2, but maybe number 3 or number 4 going on there. So yeah, I'm back here. Gonna light myself a fire, have a bush latte. The $2 tall beers at the saloon there where I was eating definitely did not influence my opinion of the food at all. I may have had 2 beers with that dinner. Shh, don't tell my nephrologist. And we're definitely not going to talk about the bush latte I'm going to have with my fire here tonight. So, yeah, it's been overall a pretty good day. I was like, one of the things I hate about traveling and trying new restaurants is I've been burned so many times by bad food at a restaurant. Like of the type and now personality that for the most part I don't like trying new places. Like if I'm gonna spend $20, $30 or more on a meal, like I really don't want a shitty meal. So the hard part of traveling is eventually I get tired of cooking, and so that means I either find a chain restaurant or I'm forced to try something new. So it is always very, very happy days when I try someplace new and the food is amazing. Because honestly, my odds are 50-50 usually. So, anywho, get this fire lit here. I have my highly toxic, don't breathe the fumes, fire starters, which are highly effective. And we'll just kind of tuck that in there a little bit. Alright, that should be enough to get her going. Of course, I got my citronella and my thermosol going here to keep the skeeters away. Hopefully the rain is done. According to Never AccuWeather, it's supposed to be done raining. But yeah, we're gonna sit here, enjoy a fire, listen to a little music, listen to the children scream, and I will pick you up later. And she's starting to get going there. Although, based on where all the flames are coming from, it looks like my fire starter fell down. But it's going. I'm not sleeping, I'm just resting my eyes. It's 10:30. It's pretty quiet around here except for the highway. The trailer park kids were especially rowdy tonight. Like I said earlier, this isn't the worst RV park in the world, but I'm just not an RV park type of person. And honestly, the state parks or campgrounds are sometimes way worse. Yeah, I'm exhausted, and also lingering from all the exercise yesterday or what, but I'm struggling to stay awake here, even with an hour-long nap this afternoon. I'm gonna let this burn down, and I think it's gonna be an early bedtime again tonight for me. Tomorrow's Friday, TGIF, and I have no idea, like today is not going to be a video in and of itself. I don't know if I'm going to combine it with yesterday or tomorrow. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But tomorrow's plans are going to be heavily weather dependent. Latest forecast calls for more rain and thunderstorms tomorrow, so wait and see. But just in case this is the end of this video, if you watched all this, thank you. I genuinely appreciate you wasting such a large portion of your life keeping up with my activities. And if this isn't the end of this video and I pick it up tomorrow with more, then keep watching. But all seriousness, really do appreciate you watching, and good night from Rapid River, Michigan on Thursday, July the 30th.